Guess who's back, back again. Guess who's back? I'm sorry, guys. Hey, everybody, it's Harona, and I am back with 1-1 Coco in 1 minute. Again, this is the first series of the 1-1 Coco book series, or book line, or however you want to say it. Is a series of books with the title 1-1 Coco, and I'm the author. I think that's better said. But we're gonna get started. All right, so we're working with the first edition of the 1-1 Coco book line, which is the modern day guide to long distance relationships, as I have in my hand. For this video, we're gonna go to chapter 6 on conflicts and arguments. So we're here, right? Conflicts and arguments. And we're going to go to a little subsection in this chapter that's titled, so this is one of my concepts for, diffusing an argument or toning down a conflict in your relationship. Again, this book is long distance relationship by title, but this book is universal to all relationships, and you will see why as I read. So this section is called Stop Talking. So this is my recommendation, or one of my methods, or concepts to diffuse an argument or to tone down a conflict in your relationship. So stop talking. The very first concept that I will introduce to you for resolving conflicts in your long distance relationship is to stop talking. When you find yourself in an intense moment with your partner, stop talking. Nothing else that you say in the situation during a heated argument will cause the argument to go in a positive direction. Even if you feel that what you're saying is something good, it's probably not helping, even if it is good, right? And that's from me, that's not in the book. So continuing to read, in a forceful discussion, you only hear half of what your partner is saying. Literally, you only hear half because you keep talking. Just imagine being on the phone screaming and shouting at each other. You're not hearing what anyone is saying. You are definitely not hearing anything your partner is saying. You're hearing, it's not even half. I'm like overestimating what you're hearing. It's more like, it's less than a quarter, because you only hear the words in between you being on top of your voice. So you don't hear more than like maybe a quarter to a half of what your partner is saying. So then, you keep saying things and you think what you're saying is good and you think you're right and you're trying to prove that you're right. You're trying to prove your point, but you're really not, because you can't hear your partner's point of view or perspective. All right, so we're continuing. So in a forceful discussion, you only hear half of what your partner is saying. You phase out the other half by your prompt responses to the bits and pieces that you heard, what I just said. It happens because we always think we know where the conversation is going instead of listening to find out exactly where. Now, I'll raise of hands, how many of us are guilty of doing this? How many of us are guilty of doing this? Just saying things because we just know what our partner is about to say. I just know what you're about to say, and I'm about to turn you down. I'm gonna knock you off your feet because I'm gonna win this argument because I know I'm right and you're wrong and I don't care what you're saying. You see where I'm going with this, right? So it happens because we always think we know where the conversation is going instead of listening to find out exactly where, right? In most instances, you do not know where the discussion is going, and so it is best to allow your partner to complete their thought process and give yourself a moment to respond adequately. So you're not giving your partner a moment to finish what they're saying, because you're on your end, you're thinking, oh, they're trying to prove that they're right. I don't want to hear this. You're not giving them a chance to finish what they're saying. You're giving them a chance to finish their thought process, because that's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on how they're thinking why are they making these decisions? Why are they making decisions to say the things that they're saying? Like, you have to be on that cognitive level, you know, of evaluating and understanding someone, or else you're not supposed to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? Not even a long distance one. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. So that was my little snippet from chapter 6, and I will see you in the next video as we discuss and talk a little bit more. This was fun.